how to get rich quick with, I don't know, your latest internet scam. So see, here's where things become a little bit more efficient or technical. It seems like that happens when I make cities kind of freeform without too much of a plan. I tend to go from freeform to more planned as things go on, which I guess could be a parallel for how things develop. And yeah, this is kind of ugly, but I don't mind. Alright. And this will be our forestry zone. And there's our inexplicable little place. This is gonna be a live experiment, folks, to find out how much they like or dislike being next to a forestry zone. Because I actually don't know the answer to that. So we're gonna find that out together. Kind of like that in its own derpy way. Well, first of all, I think it would be kind of cool to have some commercial along the avenue. We're just going to put it on blocks that touch the avenue, and that one. And then after that, we are going to... Now, we're not touching Little Alberta for now. Okay. We are going to zone this new area. We are going to make it a district. There'll be a slight residential. What? So we are forestry, and let's see if there's any other policies we should enact. Hello? Policies? What's going on? Oh, we haven't unlocked that yet. Okay. That's alright, that's alright. What are we going to name that? Victoria Hills? Well, keeping with the Canada theme, I guess, what is Victoria the capital of? We're going to call this Little British Columbia. There we go. We are repping our neighbors to the north over here for some reason. So there we go. Forestry. And now we are going to watch, hypothetically, the forestry come in. And take a look at this. People are actually using this exit in lieu of this one a lot, which I guess is fine. I guess I can't complain about that. I mean, it always takes a little bit for things to come online. Let's see. In fact, let's watch the ice cube. Let's watch the ice cube truck while we wait for things to develop. Oh, no, he's not. He's going on the old exit, I see. Well, that's perfectly fine. In fact, now that we've eliminated much of the traffic here, there's a better distribution of things, and this avenue, which had previously been quite clogged, is now going to be largely free. So let's find out where he goes. Yeah, sometimes you have to wait a little bit for the lights to go, but it's it's relaxing. It's like watching ducks at a park, or one of those industrial machines. Like there are videos on YouTube of certain machines working, and those can be fun to just sit and watch for a while. All right. Foxtrot going to the Ice Cube factory. Ice Cube sounds like ice cream. And ice cream reminds me of the song Ice Cream Man by, oops. It reminds me of the song Ice Cream Man by Van Halen. Hell yeah. Now that is an awesome album. What was I talking about the other day? I was talking about another band that I had randomly recommended out of nowhere. But I'm going to say to you young people, if there is anyone young watching this, by young I guess in this case I mean born in the 90s or later, we'll say, you have to go check out Van Halen's first album from 1978, because that album helped to invent the 80s hair sound. It really did. And it just blew the lid off of so many things. And it's still a kick-ass album to listen to these days. You know? Little funny story. When I was, in my teens, early 20s, burning CDs for your friends was still the main means of distributing music to people that you wanted to share it with. If you were a cheap ass who couldn't afford or didn't want to pay for your own CDs, which, let's be honest, I was, and so were you, most likely. What's going on over here? Ooh, crime rate's high. But, so, oftentimes to save space, because, CDs cost money, blank CDs that is, we would put sometimes 2 albums on one CD just to save on CDs. And to this day, I can never listen to Thriller without listening to Van Halen's debut album right after it, because I got a friend burnt those 2 for me on the same disc. So I got so used to when I was done Thriller, instantly you'd go right into Running with the Devil and Van Halen. So I just got so used to it now that whenever I sit down to enjoy myself some Thriller, which, let's be honest, everyone does, everyone should anyway, then I say, okay, let's put on some Van Halen. And that is a cool thing. They are from California. The band is formed by 2 brothers, who's Eddie Van Halen and, oh gosh, this is embarrassing, but I forget the other brother's name. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'll sit in the back of the class with the cone over my head. And they were from California. However, they were originally from the Netherlands. They were Dutch immigrants. So yeah, I guess you rock, you Dutch people. In fact, you rock so much. We're gonna name something after you. We're gonna give you a district. This area down here. Alright. I also played the Netherlands in Civ 5 not that long ago. Pretty fun people to play. Okay, I think what we really need to do is make sure everyone is represented by a district somewhere in here. So, we're not going to go with the traditional Amsterdam or The Hague. That's too cliche. We're going to call this New Rotterdam. There's also a person who goes by the alias Rotterdam, but since none of you watch StarCraft, none of you know who he is, so it sucks to be you, I guess. Alright, he's a pretty chill guy, though. I'd have a beer with him any day. And yes, he is from the city of Rotterdam, hence the name. It's possible to accidentally build this on the end of the exit ramp because I made that a street. And I kind of want to avoid that because that's going to be a pain in the ass for anyone to get over there. Oh, excuse me. Just ate my dinner. Such things do cause belching. So Rotterdam will be opened and population will grow. And because of the success of Rotterdam, we will be able to populate Alberta. Because that's how it went in history, I think. Yeah. Yeah, trust me on this. I would not steer you wrong. Okay, it's time to up the speed while we still can. Eventually things are going to get so slow that we are not going to be able to increase the speed no matter how much we want to. I mean, we can press the buttons all we want and it will say the speed's increased, but trust me, it will not be increased. Okay, what are you complaining about? Not enough workers. Build in, people, build. Build, you new Rotterdammers. Okay. So let's hook that up and put in a few more zones. What you really don't want is abandoned buildings because that shit is ugly. Nobody's happy. And once they become abandoned, it's very hard to get them to be lifelike again. So we are going to want to stem that as quick as we can. And you know what? We love the Dutch so much that we are going to expand their district to include this new area over here. Did I light that up? Did I? If I light that up, I of course mean, well, you know. Okay. Ooh, I missed a spot for commercial development there. Because commerce is something that is existing. Let's put some here too. There's plenty of places for them to turn around. I still love this, by the way. I want everyone to comment how much they love this ramp. Or how much they hate it. I guess you can do that. It's a free country. Well, I live in a free country. I don't know about the rest of you. You might not. You might live, I don't know, somewhere in Europe or, you know, Asia or Canada or somewhere that's not free. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't write me hate mail. Okay, oh look. We are disappearing some of these signs, I think. I hope so anyway, because we are building zones. And yes, things are building in slowly but surely. One thing I think would be really cool as either a mod or a, what's it called? A patch or a new expansion for this game would be stylized buildings. Like, remember how SimCity 4 had 4 different building sets and you could choose to have all 4 or just one or have different ones be built at different times? I think that'd be kind of cool if you could have different building sets that you can choose from, have, you know, one district build only within a certain set, and stuff like that. I think that would be rather nice. So, little British Columbia is looking rather good. There's still a few of these signs. Low land value. We mean low land value. And this actually looks kind of pretty. These areas. Yeah. So, things are working here. And let's check out to see if anyone's using our new exits. Yep, they're still using it to go up here. I mean, they're not really using this one. There's nothing down here to go to. But yeah, things are getting a little bit more popular down here. People are using our our large avenue. So now we need commercial. I really want to wait until we get some more high density things for certain areas, but I do realize that will be a while. I was pondering this cliffside over here, and I was thinking it would be nice if this was like a park or something that had a road going along, and I'm eventually going to do away with that, those power lines. But yeah, 4-lane road with decorative grass. I want that, but we're going to have to wait a while before we get that. So I think in lieu of that, we are going to build over here a little bit just to get our population moving. We're going to... I wanted to have that turn, but I clicked on the wrong thing. That's alright. Let's have this road come around here. This area is more suburban in nature, and one design choice that I often go with in this game is building the suburbs first. Distance too short, my ass. There we go. No, that's a little ugly, but actually no, it's fine. What am I saying? Yes, and I did get some name suggestions in a previous video. I don't want you to think that I have forgotten about you. We will have the opportunity to use them pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I want to make this both commercial and residential. So let's put commercial mainly along the highway, a little bit in there. Let's have commercial in here too. Could be some corner shops or something of that like. So we're going to simply make that. Okay. So, there we go. Let's let that build up, and that should actually bring us to our population milestone in pretty short order. Power to the... wait a minute. Oh my poop. Poop on us. Poop in a Winnebago. Okay, here we go. We're going to have to build another coal power plant, aren't we? I don't know where the first one is. Do we even have one? Thought we did. Landfill's also filling up.